Yeah. No, you're completely correct about that. It doesn't make any sense. How in the world does that hillbilly have a title match for the intermediate championship of all championships? I just beat him in a number one contenders match for the brass championship, and he gets an intermediate title match? No, that's not right at all. There's no way. They must have been running a show with a bunch of hillbillies with, 8 teeth or less or something like that, because that's the only way I can see him being on that card. Oh, yeah. Brad LeBeau versus Willie Jug. You're right, man. That puts butts in seats right there. What the hell are they thinking? They know if they want to sell out, they got to book the Icon. And who better to wear the intermediate championship than the Icon? Because ain't nobody else been able to step up and take out Brett LeBeau. Yeah, no, I'm gonna talk to him. I mean, you can if you want to, but I'm gonna start invoking some clauses that I have in my contract. Yeah, they pay me pretty damn good, but you know what? I'm about tired of getting looked over, especially for Willie effing Jug. Come on, that's ridiculous. I don't care what I got to do. I don't care who I need to call. I'll call David. I'll call Jay. I'll go talk to Marlena. I'll bust right in her office right now and say something to her. That don't bother me at all. They know who the real moneymaker is. And it sure as hell ain't no Willie Jug. Yeah. All right. Cool. We'll go that route. I'll let you talk to him first, but man, if you don't handle it, I'm going to. That's a promise.
Hey Art Society, welcome back to Shotgun 2K. Welcome back to your Thursday Night Delights. I think I told you guys I would stop saying that, so I promise, starting today, moving forward, I will definitely stop saying that. But anyway guys, welcome back. As you saw, we kicked things off with the Icon. He was venting about Willie Jug and Willie Jug's fortunate opportunities as of late. Icon had a thing to say about that. But nonetheless, Icon is the number one contender for the Brass Championship for Bishop Devontae D's Brass Championship. One of these two finally going to square off. Well, if you tune into this Saturday Night Showcase, you'll find out when and where these two will meet. Once again, in a rematch of Dave Immortals, these two will go one-on-one for the Brass Championship. I can't wait to see that one. That one's going to be exciting. I'm sure Icon's going to come a little more different, a little more prepared this time around. But moving on, guys, we got a good show for you today. We got a great show for you today. In the main event, we will see the debut, finally, as some of you said, the debut of what some are calling the Mad King himself, Madness. He will compete here tonight. He will go one-on-one against the loudmouth Anthony Benton. For those of you who haven't been keeping up, Madness, he's been making Bishop Devontae D's, and for that matter, his partner, Matt Manjo, he's been making their life a living hell, running roughshod, targeting Bishop as many others well, because he's the brass champion. But we will see Madness make his debut here tonight. Can't wait to see that. And then, as announced yesterday, if you don't follow our Facebook page, make sure you search for us, Arts Wrestling. Go to our group page, and you would have seen Marlena actually announced another matchup here tonight. Non-title, may I add, United Nations champion Diego Diamond will be going one-on-one against Michael Scars. One has to assume that if Michael Scars gets a victory over Diego Diamond, he will most likely get a championship opportunity further down the line. That remains to be seen. Then speaking of Diego Diamond, he does have someone, being told there's someone standing by who had a thing or two to say about Mr. Diamond.
Anyway, since I won this thing, honestly, I feel like you've been treating me like some type of low-rung artist. There, I said it. I said it.
Diego Diamond. Just because we don't speak much doesn't mean I'm not aware of who's who in the AOW. I need you to understand something, comprehend something. Because at the moment you're being extremely incompetent. It's not this that makes me relevant. It's what I've done with it. You see, you put people like executives, make them let's say chief. And you know what happens when you give a man a little bit of power? They reveal their true identity. And in this case, that's what happened with you. You get a little piece of, and it's not even gold, it's brass. Brass. United Nations. I live. I am a living example of what United Nations is all about. Understand something, Mr. Diamond. You have not done anything near what I've done. Every top competitor that they have put in front of me, I have demolished, banished, gone at the AOW. Who have you beaten? What have you done? Mr. Diamond, I'm going to say this to you just one time and one time only. When you have accomplished what I have, you can stand in front of me. In the meantime, you are going to take your middle class, semi-relevant championship belt and get in the back of the line where you belong. Otherwise, actions will be taken. I don't lie, Mr. Diamond. I am God. I am your cure. Milton, dressing room, I don't have any more time for any of this belligerent nonsense. Move!
Wow, fighting words, nonetheless, from angry Barrett Laveau. That should be interesting. Barrett Laveau, the intermediate champion, who's arguably one of Jay Vega's pets, and of course Diego Diamond, United Nations champion, who's arguably one of Jay Vega's pets. So it's interesting to see where that's gonna go. Anyway, guys, let's move on. Let's get the show started. I know you guys have been dying to see it, and I don't know who we're gonna start with. I think maybe Diego Diamond. He's up next. Let's see if there's any response to this. We shall see. But anyway, guys, let's tune in. Let's tune in. Let's get the show started. Let's get the show on the road, and I shall see you this Saturday for a special top 3 in arts wrestling. Once you know what I mean, tune in. Find out.
AOW. Michael. You know what? Michael Scars here. And I see this week I get an opportunity to face the AOW United Nations champion, Diego Diamond. You see, Diego Diamond, I've watched your videos over and over and over, and they put me to sleep. You see, the thing I am doing here, Diego Diamond, is I want championship gold. And that's why I started the Michael Scars AOW Proving Grounds. To get an opportunity of becoming the next AOW champion. It could be the Brass Championship. It could be that title that you hold so dearly around your waist. The United Nations title. See, the thing is, Diego Diamond, tonight, I get that opportunity. When I beat you, that's just one step closer getting my shot at that United Nations Championship. Hold that title very close, because you're going to lose it twice.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Diego Diamond. Don't adjust your screen. It is Shotgun 2K, and I'm actually here. As if I'm some brass level competitor like Michael Scars. What I am is United Nations champion. I don't deserve to be in this level. I'm facing a nobody named Michael Scars. Yes, the same Michael Scars that looks down at his phone, checking around if anyone's looking at him while he's taking his power walk after his big lunch. You, sir, do belong in the brass competition, because you are brass, minus the BNR. Michael Scars, I don't have time to go into your proving grounds, but I do hope that you do maintain your proving grounds a lot better than you maintain your face. When you actually have the brass to come up to the big leagues, then maybe, if I'm feeling generous, I'll give a donation to you and let you compete for this thing. Till then, Michael Scars, enjoy your walks. I hope you don't trip while you're doing your promos, and enjoy your life. Diego Diamond, signing off.
no fresher than whole, riddle me that. The rest of y'all know where I'm lyrically at. Can't none of y'all mirror me back. Yeah, hear me rap, it's like hand G rapping his prime. I'm young H.O., raps Grateful Dead. Back to take over the globe, now break bread. I'm in Boeing Jets, Global Express. Out the country, but the blueberries still connect. On the low, but the yacht got a triple deck. But when you young, what the f*** expect? Yep. Grand opening, grand closing. Goddamn your man, old crack the can open again. Who you gonna find open in hand with no pen? Just draw up inspiration. Who you gonna see you can't replace him with cheap imitations from this generation.
Tired of being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Arts of Wrestling, it is I, the Loudmouth Anthony Benton, and this week I stepped foot inside a ring against an opponent I've never faced before. His name is Madness. Madness, I'm gonna put you to the test this week. I'm gonna see if you can outlast even more madness than what you're capable of putting out. I am going to make you go mental. I am a loudmouth. I have the capacity and brain level of a walking, talking army machine. I will put you down with 2 bullets, click, click, bang, right to the skull. And when we step inside that squared circle this week, it's going to be an all-out war. But it's not going to be a war you think. It's going to be a war of mental games. A war of tearing each other apart inside that squared circle. It's going to be a war unlike any other. The battlefield is laid out. The playing cards are set on the table. Are you going to overturn the table and try to screw me over? Are you going to actually get the job done this week? I don't think so. Because when you face the loudmouth Anthony Benton inside the squared circle, that is a test. That is a ultimate sacrifice for your very own career. Because who knows, at the end of the day, I could be walking out with the W and your career could be in the drains. And I will watch as your career goes down the drain when I pin you for the 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen of Arts Wrestling, I am the Loudmouth once again. Thank you for your time.
Oh, room of insanity, it's good to see you again. You know, after I was gracious enough and nice enough to show up last week, after the match of the Prophets of Madness, to introduce myself, it seems as though they are still not getting the message. It seems, Realm, their simple minds just can't comprehend what we're trying to say. So why don't we do this, Realm of Insanity? How about you and me give them the message directly here tonight? Listen up, Prophets of Madness. This is my realm and my rules. So buckle up, bitches. It's gonna be a wild ride. But we're not here for you two tonight. No. Tonight is a very special night. And tonight is a treat like no other. The realm gets the inaugural first party on this side of the realm. And George has found me my first victim. Or guest. Perhaps we should call him a guest. Someone who decided to appoint himself as a loudmouth. The only thing loud I'll see about you, Mr. Loudmouth Benton, is your bubble gum, doo-doo dunder haircut you walk around here with. Yes, George, I said doo-doo, don't, it's not that funny, stop laughing. And the fact that you're some kind of crackerjack prize reject waiting in the bottom of the box so for someone to pull you out so that you have some sort of relevance. You stroll around here in your fun little vest trying to be some kind of Steve Austin wannabe with your ravioli sprinkles all over your chest, thinking that that's enough to squeak away with a W. Thinking that that is enough to get by. Not tonight. Not for this very first inaugural party of ours. The realm will not accept that. And I won't accept that. You know, Loudmouth Benton, just as I said, I can barely understand half the things you say half the time, and that is 100% the truth. Now, Mr. Loudmouth Benton, I'm sure you can't think for yourself, so I'm sure you're gonna do exactly as all the others have do and be one of those great little followers like people like you are. Now I'm sure you're gonna bring up my best features, my pointy ears, my sweet creamy potato accent that I like to talk with, thinking that those are some kind of insults, but the true fact is you're only bringing those up to distract us from you, so you can hide behind the very reason why you fail. And I know it. Most everybody knows it. But just for those who's not following, and probably for yourself, Loudmouth Benton, the reason of your failures and what you so desperately try to hide is that you're jealous. You're jealous of me, and you're jealous of anybody that can come on this screen and do a better job than you. It's blatantly obvious. It's actually painfully obvious. It hurts every time you come on screen. And now, Mr. Loudmouth Benton, we come to the most important and most entertaining part of the night. And that's the part where you fulfill your purpose here in the realm. And you may ask, oh, what's that purpose? What am I gonna do? I'll tell you exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna stand as an example to the prophets of madness and to everybody else who stands in my way of the grand party plans I have for the realm. Because you see, I have great plans for the realm. I will raise you high up above the ring tonight. After you lay down on your back on the 1, 2, 3, I will raise you up to serve as an example to the rest of the realm. And you will go back down into the bottom of that Cracker Jack box waiting for the next person to bring you out for relevance. Now, Loudmouth Benton, make sure you get down to the ring, because I'd hate to get bored. You wouldn't like me when I get bored. And tonight, Loudmouth, you get broken.
Madness. We meet again. So you want to jump me from behind 2 weeks in a row. Last week, you took me and Madman Joe out. But you see where you went wrong at is that you didn't get the job done. Because I am still standing. And if it's a war that you're looking for, then it's a war that you're gonna get. You see, Madness, I bet you're thinking in that little bite-sized brain of yours that you are in the driver's seat. You're thinking right now that you are the hunter. And Bishop is the big game that you're stalking. Well, you see, Madness, very shortly, matter of fact, in a few seconds, you are gonna find out exactly what it feels like when the bear is holding the gun. So Madness, it's time for you to meet a good friend of mine. Say hello to Blair.